What's good? What's good? What's good? If you looking at me right now, you'll be able to see a couple of things, okay? You'll be able to look and check out a couple of things. A, I'm at the golf course. Women always say, well, where can you find a dude? Where can you find a dude? I don't know where to go. I don't know what to, this, that, and the other. I don't know where to find nobody besides church. Now, if you look around, and I'm going to pan around, and I'm going to show you exactly where I'm at. For instance, I'm at Wolf Creek. This is my country club. This is where I like to play every Wednesday. You can find me out here every Wednesday or on Friday, depending on what the mood is and depending on how much I have to do. Now, let's flip, if we could. Okay, let's look at the quality of cars. Hey, Rose, let's look at the quality of cars that's around. First of all, if you're at a country club, it's not cheap. It's not cheap. You got a whole bunch of dudes here, who trying to be cool, trying to relax, trying to unwind a little bit after a hard day because we're in the evening. So, with that being said, there's a couple of things I'm going to show you that you have to do in order to get dudes like us. Anytime you belong to a country club, you doing all right with your life, and you want somebody who doing really, really well, because if they're doing really, really well, guess what you'll be doing? Really, really well. Okay? First thing you have to do, I'm just leaving the golf course. Okay? Now, there's probably about 2 or 3 women that's there. And those women pretty much can, they can scoop up a dude. They're good looking, they play golf, but they're in the midst of men. I don't even know if they can play hardly. But again, they always command all the attention because they're the only ones there in basically, a male-dominated golf club. Okay, so that goes to the first point. You have to be seen. Now, these ladies have, taken it upon themselves to basically say, you know what? I have found me a spot where I can be seen by prominent people. I bet you there's at least, if I had to guess, based upon the people I see here and know based off of reputation, I'm willing to bet you there has to be anywhere from maybe 20 to 50 millionaires, black millionaires, who play golf there. And a lot of them are single. So again, these 3-4 women, they're single. So they always get hollered at. So it goes back to the original point of, you have to go somewhere and be seen. Okay? That's first move. Now, I don't know if you saw, hey Javon, hey Rose, I don't know if you saw the other day, but Liz Roundtree, our very own Liz Roundtree, she went out the other day. She went to a sports bar and was basically watching the Falcons. That's good. That's a good place to be. But as I was watching, her broadcast, I noticed one thing that was wrong while she was at the sports bar. She was sitting at the bar. Okay, and I know you're probably like, hey Deanna, hey Tina, I know you probably, okay, what's wrong with sitting at the bar? There's one problem. See, when you sit at the bar, you sit with a whole bunch of people that's pretty much stacked up together. So if I'm single, how do I know if you're not with one of those people that's either to the right or to the left of you? So if I'm a single dude, I'm not gonna holler at you because, you know, I'm not trying to get into no battle and, you know, or no scuffle and be, you know, be disrespectful to somebody else's lady. So this is what I told Liz. I said, Liz, next time you go out, hey Lonnie, hey Michelle, I said, Liz, next time you go out, do the old Kenya Crooks move. This move used to work a whole bunch on women. Just, it was like instant, but it works for everybody. I said, next time you go to a sports bar, I need for you to sit out in the middle of the bar by yourself. Find a table and sit by yourself. Just sit and enjoy yourself and look like you're enjoying yourself, you know, by yourself. And I guarantee you within 10, 15 minutes, once dudes realize that the coast is clear and think she ain't with nobody and she don't look like she waiting on nobody, I'm going to work my way on over, because when you sit by yourself, you're basically saying, I'm available. I'm open to being hollered at. And we as dudes, shoot, it only takes us 10 minutes, if that, before we come on over. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? I'm kidding you. How you doing? Good to meet you. You here by yourself? Now, what is somebody as fine as you sitting here all by yourself? Well, sure, how about I pull up and keep you company for a little bit? That's how it always goes down. That's why you have to put yourself in a position to be seen so you can get hollered at, versus going somewhere where you have a whole bunch of people, or even having a whole bunch of girlfriends. I never could understand that. You know, you go with a whole bunch of girls and, you know, most of those girls look like they don't want to be bothered. So that kills your vibe because you're with a group of women who look like they don't want to be bothered with. You have to go out by yourself sometimes. And when you go out by yourself sometimes, and you put yourself in a position to be seen, especially in a place where there's a lot of dudes, guess what? You get hollered at. And that's how it goes. So really work on being seen. And again, you have to put yourself on display. Like, you are the trophy. Like, you are the best. You are the most bangingest. Shoot, I'm so banging and I'm so secure with myself, I can go hang out and have myself a sip by myself. And that's attractive. You know, that's attractive to dudes. Like, for real. For you to be able to go by yourself, A, is a rarity. B, you look like you know how to have a good time by yourself. That's attractive, because it lets us men know that, dang, she got herself together. She's so secure. She can go out here and just kick it by herself without needing an entourage. Again, that's attractive. That will get you hollered at. That will get you hollered at. So, you know, really work on that. But again, let's start from the very beginning and from the basics. You know, the number one way you can catch somebody like us. First of all, you got to make sure, again, your Facebook page conveys a certain message of, A, I'm available, B, I'm fun, and C, which probably, C should have been A, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway. You love God. You got a firm understanding of God. You love you some God, because again, dudes like me, we love God. So I'm going to need you to love God too. And understand the importance of principles that go on with being equally yoked and us doing things together, and, you know, me providing for you at some point, and understanding the whole dynamics of what a relationship, you know, at least a Christian relationship should be. So it's kind of like, okay, once you got that down, boom, we can move to the next level. But that first piece, for a guy like me, is important. You got to have your relationship right. You know, you gotta have your God relationship right. But also too, it's kind of like when you have like with me, I'm a brand guy. See, I understand that I'm a brand. I'm like what Jay-Z said, I'm not a businessman, I'm a business man. So therefore, you also, as a dude like me, man like me, you want somebody that's gonna represent you and your business. Because you're just leaving the golf course, and probably 90-95% of those people at the golf course, they own their own businesses. So it's kind of like, okay, when I pick somebody, when I holler at somebody, I'm gonna need somebody who I think will represent my brand also. Now, if you twerking all the time and you half naked all the time, you ain't helping my cause. You ain't making me look good. You know, we can't look like Michelle and Barack. If you twerking all the time, if you dropping it like it's hot, and you know, you always doing something, you know, to get yourself seen all the time, just to get yourself some attention. Because again, we as dudes, we don't want attention-seeking folks. So if you always doing something to get yourself a whole bunch of likes, and they all dudes all the time, and you gonna be in trouble. You probably have disqualified yourself from, you know, a lot of relationships just based upon how you project yourself. So again, it goes back to branding. How would you like to be perceived? So, you know, even with your Facebook page, really look at your Facebook page from the perspective of, what am I conveying? What does my page say about me? Does it say I'm boring? Does it say I'm exciting? Does it say I'm booed up with my kids and I don't have time for a relationship? Do it say the only place I go is my job, my kids' school, church, the grocery store, and back home? Because again, your Facebook page kind of like acts as the FBI. In a sense, it kind of acts like surveillance. I can see where you've been. I can see where you like to go, what concerts. So again, you have to be very, very aware of what you're projecting. Or does your Facebook page say, I'm ready to be somebody's wife? Or does it say, hello, I'm attention seeking, and really all I want to do is get hit a couple of times by some people that I'm trying to get attention from? We read that too. We understand that too. So be conscientious. But again, work on your branding, your imaging on your social media. That's first. And then 2, put yourself in a position to be seen. And when you do, make sure you do everything you can to stand out instead of blend in. We were always taught to, you know, blend in with the rest. Don't stand out. Don't bring attention to yourself. But it's the people who've learned how to bring attention to themselves who never complain about the opposite sex and there being a lack of it. You've never really heard a dude say, it's so hard finding a woman. It's so hard finding a good woman. You ain't never heard no dude complain about stuff like that. Never. Again, I haven't, there's never been a time since I was probably 16 where I didn't have some kind of relationship of some sort. A lot of them. A lot of them at the same time. In between, you know, probably 16 to 33. Something like that, something crazy. So with that being said, you have to market yourself as if you are a Fortune 500 company. That's my line. So, you know, really work on your Facebook page. Really get out more. That's going to be huge because, again, if the only place you go is working home, you can't be seen. So you've disqualified yourself because you're not putting yourself out there. You're just uncomfortable. You're seen. And then once you get out there, put yourself on display as if you are a Lamborghini Murcielago, a Bentley Continental, as if you were, you know, the newest LV bag or whatever. So that's what you have to do. Brand yourself. You're the best of the best, but you're not packaging your merchandise right. Again, that's how we as dudes think when we go out. You know, regardless if we got it or not, we gonna look like $1 million, and the perception will be that we have a few $1 million. Versus you looking like you barely want to be there, looking at your watch like it's time for you to go, and you see what I'm saying? So really work on your branding and your imaging and getting out more, because again, you're working out now, you're looking good, you're looking sexy. It would be a shame for you to look that good and look that sexy, and you keep all that fineness confined to your home. The only person that can see you is you. The only person that can compliment you from home is you and your kids. Right, so make sure you get out more. So, I'm up out of here. Y'all be good. Love y'all. Hey, Jennifer. My beautiful, but y'all know y'all some gorgeous people. Y'all better make sure y'all get out there. Cause you know, I look at this page and I'm like, dang, I got some gorgeous women. But it makes no sense if you always inside the fence. So y'all be good. Love y'all. Be good.